Um, I'm trying to. I guess I could just keep saying the same thing over and over again. I guess. Um, Trying to. I have to fight for my freedom. I have to fight for my autonomy. That's why I wrote that paper and signed it. I have to. If I don't, then what's the use? You know, like. Um, like some things.
Mr. Speaker, based on millions of calls and messages that have been flooding Congress, there is a serial.
I don't know. I can't tell anymore. The fuck that. I have to. I'll just play it. I have to advocate for this. 'Cause how could I not? You know. Last night. I was yelling at them. Not yelling at them, but I was like saying something. I was calling them self-righteous, and I was calling them all these sort of names. It's like, how could you fucking do this? How could you do this to somebody? How could you relay everything? I keep forgetting, like, so like, sometimes I'll be like, I apologize if this makes me sound very stupid or uninformed or ignorant, but I still do not understand why we must watch. And I apologize if this sounds insane or if this sounds like a paranoid schizophrenic or something. But if there is somebody watching me in my mind, and I ultimately have autonomy, I think it would be a good thing if that didn't exist. And I find that the loop keeps looping because of this. It's not helping anything because there's just this horrible loop. I'm hearing them go, fuck you, man, fuck you. And in my mind, I'm thinking that it's like, you know, I said this before, but I'll say it again. If you know who these people are, I hope you fucking take lots of legal action if you can. But they'll probably get away with all of it. I really don't understand how a people or a society does this to anyone. Anyone. I don't know how does somebody, if I'm hearing fuck you in my head, how am I hearing that? Like, how am I actually hearing that? Like, why don't we, shut that person up, you know? Like, how would I hear fuck you in my head? You know? Like, how? Like, who are these people? Like, who are these fucking people that say stuff in my mind? Who are these people? The situation is that I do have an implant and I don't have autonomy, then I ask for my autonomy back. And that's all I can do. And the only thing I can do is keep doing that till death. I don't know how I'm going to die. I don't know what it's going to be like. I have no interest in harming myself or others. But I do find this sort of mind reading thing, if my mind is being read, I do find it to be quite terrifying. And I think it would make anybody go into... Like, they've weaponized my mind. Like, you've made my mind want to respond this way. Like, there's no other... I can't... What am I going to do? Punch the fucking air? You know, like, what... Like... I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna yell. Like, what am? How do I fight this? So you use the mind. It's like I don't know how that's not. So then you take them away. You don't tell me to be better. You better watch your mind, young man. You know, like, how do you do that? How do you hold something down? Like, how do you do this? How do you hold something down like this? And then you're like, don't do or say anything. Like, how do you like? Like, then I hear, you see that? Don't do that. It's like, how am I supposed to be okay with somebody in my fucking mind? How? How the hell am I supposed to be okay with somebody in my brain, man? That's craziness. Have we all gone insane? I'm supposed to be okay with somebody hanging out up there and I can't get them out? Like, do you know how absurd that is?
Same. It creates an environment where you sort of are hyper aware all the time. Everything, it creates so much white bear. It's a horrible dynamic. It's just a horrible dynamic. It's a horrible thing to want to do to somebody. It's a horrible thing to do to somebody. It's the feeling like somebody is there always is not a good feeling. And I think ultimately my brain does not like you being here. So then it sort of, like I said, it creates disdain, and I end up saying horrible shit in my mind that I don't want to say, and I will say it again. I feel like it is because you are there. So I'm asking you if you could just leave my mind. That would be amazing. And it's sad that I have to ask for such thing, and I'm doubting this. I feel like this either sounds like somebody has an implant that his mind's being read, or it sounds like some paranoid schizophrenic that thinks his mind's being read. So whichever is true, please do in the best interest of mental privacy and non-insanity. Thank you.
I don't know. That's all I can say about it. So, I guess that's the video.